So this time, heavy metal. It's a complicated one, but I don't think it's going to be super challenging. Non-heavy attacks instead apply shock equal to the damage they would have dealt, and they no longer benefit from shock, rage, or vulnerable themselves. You also get the crystal-like hand-me-down and the spirit flail. See what kind of modifiers we're working with here. Oh, Fog of War. Maximum Fog of War, and first time I think I've ever actually done a run like this. Maximum what comes around. 3 Banes added to the deck the first time we reshuffle. That's pretty rough. We've got 1 Lingering Injuries. 1 for all shouldn't be that bad. Void Blast, they're going to be healthy, but we should be dealing more damage than usual to offset that. So, non-heavy attacks apply shock. If you want to actually deal damage, you need heavy. So, 2 Paragon and a Smite in the Thunder deck versus 2 Galvanize in the Lightning deck. It seems to me that Thunder is going to be the correct choice in that case. And stuff like this is less useful when you're getting all sorts of shock already from your other attacks. So, yeah, I think we'll try this. Start with Thunder. Okay, well, we got a Galvanize here. That's pretty cool. Definitely going to be seeking out those heavy attacks early on. Errantry. Errantry's not bad. We do better? Probably. Forked Thrust is very interesting now that it is just scaling the shock. That's a weird one. Is that pretty good now? That seems kind of good. If we put a bunch of shock on one guy, then this spreads a lot of shock around. That's fascinating. Let's roll the Errantry because it's the uncommon. Battle Cry. That is not what I was hoping to find. We can at least pick up another heavy here, though, with the Rebuke. So I think we will do that. We literally cannot deal damage unless it's with a heavy card. Or, you know, non-card effects like Zeal Powers and stuff, but those are not going to be making up the bulk of our damage. We need these heavies. And yeah, I think we will have to try that Forked Thrust Divine Shield. It sounds interesting, if nothing else. It's not a card I use almost ever under normal circumstances. Let's check out the Matron of Memories before we do our deck edit. 5 souls, class uncommon, random potions. Well, since I can't tell how much I might need souls in the coming few tiles, why don't we just take a class uncommon? With Max Fog of War, you miss the freaking Soul Collector anyway sometimes, so I'm not gonna rely on souls. Last time we played with Max Fog of War, we had 50 souls by the end because we missed the Soul Collector. We got a complete circuit. It is not heavy, so unfortunately that means its Slay effect is just 100% useless. That is sad. What are our 2 options here? Galvanize and Invigoration. And we see that this is an empty tile, huh? Interesting. I'll probably just do this then. That seems likely. Okay. Let's go ahead and just cut several of those to put in... not that. This. And I'm thinking about the complete circuit. It's probably worth it. I wish I had like a real AoE attack that would deal damage instead of applying shock to pair with this, but we'll try it for now. Don't think I'd need Shifting Winds yet. Don't think I need to put the blue stone anywhere yet. So just dive into our first fight. Yeah, he's so chunky. 29 health. Ridiculous. So you can see it's all shock, no damage, but the shock is equal to the damage it would have dealt. So like when I gain rage here, for example, now this one applies... Oh, wait a minute, does it? I think the damage preview is messed up, but it should actually apply more shock, right? No? Really? That might be a bug. I'm not sure. This one had some issues previously. There was some weird stuff. I thought it was supposed to be that the... Oh, no. That's not a bug. Yeah, they no longer benefit from rage. I almost forgot about that part. Yeah, so like here, he's got so much freaking shock, but the only way to kill him is to use the smite, which is obviously like huge overkill. But I'm pretty sure I can actually smite him for 0, and he'll die. At least in theory. I can't actually get my rage that low here, but pretty sure in theory I could do that. Could also just kill this guy. Let's do that. And the Spirit Flail is going to be a bit awkward for a while. We're not going to have much overcharge for a good long while, I don't think. And we can't try and find any because of the Fog of War. Let's see. Let's just be as cheap as we can. Sure, I'll hit you for a little bit here. We can still deal damage normally with our spell, for what that's worth. Okay, early upgrade is... So this is a really weird situation. Normally I would upgrade the Smite first here, but by the time we're casting Smite, they should have a ton of shock, and they're probably going to be dying to it anyway. So I don't think it's actually all that important to upgrade the Smite. In fact, upgrading any of the heavy cards, it's like a little questionable, you know, for upgrading them for damage, that is. So I don't really know what I should be upgrading. Could upgrade the Shifting Winds. Yeah, there's really not much going on here, huh? There's really not much to upgrade. I guess I'll upgrade a Shifting Winds. Oh, it's a riposte. I don't want a riposte. Put another Galvanize. Yeah, my favorite card. That's right, Divine Shield. My favorite card, riposte. I mean, 6 shock and 5 block is a lot better than 6 damage and 5 block, but nevertheless, I'm not impressed. I don't think we're going to bother with the Shifting Winds yet. We'll save that for maybe the first elite. So the hand-me-down is actually ready, so the Paragon can get can be free here, but like that's not even all that useful. We have all this excess stuff this time. I could just hold the thwart. I think I actually will. It's not, I can't purge efficiently anyway. What are my Zeal powers? Well, so of course right now I've just got the starting ones. Deal 3 to everyone for 3 and gain 1 energy for 7. I have not even looked at the tree yet because, you know, you can't tell where your nodes are. I'll give that a check right before we decide our next path decision. So right now, deal damage equal to half the target's shock to other enemies should mean that it's 1.5, which rounds up to 2, so it should put 2 shock on both of those and then deal 9 to him. Yes, okay, that is what it did. $17 next turn. That's like actually a small problem. Because we've drawn literally like all of our thwarts here. We have 2 left and a Paragon, and that's the only block. Plus our spell. I'm gonna hold both of them then. This is what a stupid fight. Normally you just crush these guys this early on as Tempest. Okay, is the Galvanize killing? It is. So I guess we'll just do that. And then get what block we can. If this was enough to kill him, I could use the spell to finish it off. Oh well. There we go. Get rebuked. And again, I'm just not really sure. Not really sure what I want to upgrade here. For elites specifically, the Smite upgrade is probably still worthwhile. And there really is just nothing else going on here, so Smite it is. Now, with this decision point, this is a really high value node. It's got everything. Zeal point, upgrade, potion. The card is not very good, but that's a lot of stuff. What we're looking for here is probably this guy is a really big one. Apply vulnerable. We do have one for all on, which means that every time we apply vulnerable, we become vulnerable. So that's a small concern. We're going to be almost permanently vulnerable if we take that option, but usually that's fine anyway. And vulnerable is a really big deal. And we also want to find some good overcharge if we can, but I don't think we actually have any of the simple good overcharge options for 7 or lower here. Yeah, not a single way to get overcharge besides this tier. Wait, no, that one's not overcharge either. None of these give us overcharge. None whatsoever. Good lord. Yeah, and so combine that with the Spirit Flare, we're not going to have much overcharge basically ever, unless we get some sort of really crazy cards going. That's a bit rough. Makes the Zeal tree not super great. I do want this, and I do want to get my Zeal 3 to something more relevant soon. So that would probably be... What would it be? I don't even know. This discharges, this discharges, this discharges. None of those are particularly useful because of that, which only leaves upgrade a card from your deck. And as you've seen, we don't really have great upgrades. So, geez, wow, this kind of stinks. This kind of stinks. Don't really want the discharge. Sacred Storm could be okay as a way to deal damage that doesn't require heavy cards. Gain 1, draw 1, discard 1 is also probably better than delay block 8. So I think we're going to work towards Touch of War and then maybe Sacred Storm. So 4 Zeal points would be needed for that. Yeah, I don't know about this. I think I might just want the treasure here, huh? Because we still get an upgrade. We're going to get a card that's probably better than Rinse and Repeat. And I don't super mind missing the potion. Yeah, we're going to go for the chest. Oh, okay, there we go. Secret room. How about a superior chest? Oh, it's Chonk. Bonk is a heavy card. That's probably worthwhile. Yeah, open the heavens with this Zeal tree? I don't think so. Yeah, just give me the Chonk. And we might as well upgrade the Chonk. And we have another upgrade point. Oh, the Riposte upgrade. I can upgrade the Battle Cry and throw that in. This is a very powerful defensive card, and our defense is pretty garbage right now. And we have no other good upgrades. Oh yeah, no kidding. We're gonna get some overcharge off the bonk. Normally that's not really what you think about it for, but that is actually pretty relevant here, so good point, Divine Shield. Well, this is a very bad imbue weapon. Heavy-handed could be okay. I mean, that could be pretty nice, actually. Got a heavy-handed going, throw greenstone in it. I kind of like that. I'm not sold on the forked thrust yet, so I'm certainly not going to buy another one. Yeah, I think I'll just take this, this heavy-handed. Seems pretty good. We could even Blackstone the heavy-handed, that's always a fun combo. Or we could Blackstone the shifting winds for lots of extra energy. Where are we going next before I decide stuff? Get another heavy-handed or get a common relic? I want to go down this way just so I can like get a look at all these nodes. See if there's an elite around here. So we'll path this way. Nothing yet, okay. What do we want to do here? I want to keep the galvanizes and the paragons, because those give me overcharge. I mean, the batters are really bad, honestly. They're not very useful. Why don't we cut a couple more of those to throw in these two, and then I guess we'll get rid of... Oof, I don't know, man. Do I get rid of another batter? Maybe I get rid of one of the AoE shock appliers. These are a little hard to make use of. I don't know. I want the battle cry. I don't want to cut thwarts. Fine, we'll cut one more batter. I mean, rage is pretty bad for the most part. It's good when we have as many heavy attacks as we do, though. Tough decisions. Tough decisions. We'll try to wait on the Blackstone here. I think we're going to probably try to go to the card pack, so... shifting winds... Again, probably not necessary yet. I don't think the fights are going to be long enough right now so as to really require it. I could battle cry him here. I'm not sure it's really all that useful. I guess we will. Okay, we're gonna need to use the spell here if we want full healing. Complete circuit, not very useful right now. Yeah, we'll try and keep the perfect going. Goodbye, Void. I don't think this is really the time for Smite. Just get the chonk going. Most of the block we need already handled. And because of the size of the deck there, okay, if we would have drawn the Stronk, would have been guaranteed bonk right after that, but we'll have to do without. So we are going to get a ghosted copy of whatever we do here. I think we want to go like this then. Galvanize, Paragon, free Galvanize. Seems good. Got all the way up to 10 there. The heavy-handed already putting in work. But it looks like we're going to take damage now. It's a bit sad. Hit for 11, that's a pretty significant amount. Although I think we healed a full, right? Yeah, we healed a full, so I'm sure we'll be fine in no time. 294 bonk. And our first point of fervor will just be unlocking a 5. Working our way towards that touch of war. Do I want an electric kite? Not particularly. Do I want to pray for greed? Also not particularly, but it's probably better than this fight. Ha! There's the elite. Happy to have found at least one of those. It looks like we are going to a soul collector. What are we looking at here? The energy redirector? I mean, that's pretty good, right? With with a spirit flail, that's gonna go off pretty often. Tool case is strong. Performance enhancers are traditionally very good, but I don't think they really do much for us. Not in particular. Yeah, I think we're just gonna grab ourselves a good old energy redirector. Get some overcharge. Get some more overcharge. It's kind of neat that the if the spirit flail and the hand-me-down can synergize like that, so that when the ghosted copy comes back, it has the redstone. It's pretty nifty. Yeah, see, this is why I was thinking about the tool case, because I kind of want to hold this, right? And I think we're gonna do that somewhat often for this fight. Well, what do we have here? We could do a pretty big smite. We'll get one back, of course, which is not particularly useful. We could also do double rebuke. Like, we could go rebuke, play a cheap smite, and then the hand-me-down makes the rebuke free. Maybe that's worth it, huh? That sounds kind of good, actually. We go rebuke, play a block. In fact, I could even save the spell here. We can go like this. Play this for 0 just to trigger the hand-me-down. 47 off the rebuke there. That was a weird turn. Your timing could have been better, Chonk. This is a fact. Probably not even necessary at this point, but we'll do it anyway. Got the Stronk. Don't even need it, of course, but we got it. It'll be good eventually, I'm sure. Okay, Soul Collector with not very many souls to spend here. We could get the Pliers. No real reason to go after that. We already have a green stone, so no real reason to go for this. Do I want to buy an uncommon for 10? I mean, that's not a bad deal. And when the Soul Collector next floor is not guaranteed, I think I'll take it. That is pretty bad. That's not what we wanted to find. I don't think we're going to be below 50% HP unless we intentionally get down there very much. Okay, well, in that case, I think we'll just take this path here to make our way to the card pack. I don't know, I mean, feedback's not exactly great. I get to see more stuff total if I go this way. There is another elite probably somewhere around these tiles. Let's continue to skip on potions, huh? And as we already said, we don't really care that much about fervor. A disheveled salesman. Makes me wish I hadn't spent money at the card shop. Also is making me strongly consider if I should avoid buying this Blackstone. Currently, the Blackstone would probably just go on a heavy-handed. I really would not mind having a Blackstone on the Shifting Winds as well, though. Not at all. When that comes in the deck, whenever that might be. It is pretty heavy cost-wise. You know, a lot of 3s and 2s. Yeah, we have one Blackstone, so that's what I'm thinking about, right? Is like, with the one we have, that's going to go on the heavy-handed, the upgraded heavy-handed. And I don't think that's going to change unless we find something crazy in the card pack. So, assuming we don't find something crazy in the card pack, the only other real target is Shifting Winds, which is pretty good. I just have to weigh that as an opportunity cost of, you know, spending 300 here, I'm going to get less from the Disheveled Salesman. In fact, I don't know if I'll be able to afford anything at the Disheveled Salesman. Blackstone Shifting Winds. The other thing is that we are also making, I think, more use than usual of the +1 max energy effect from Shifting Winds. We've been getting up to excessive amounts of energy a lot, which is why we've been holding cards a lot, because it didn't make sense to purge them. I actually think we can make a lot of use of this Blackstone. And if we do find crazy stuff in the pack, all the better. So I'm going to buy it, and then we're probably not going to get anything here. Yeah, look at that. If I wouldn't have spent any money, I could have gotten a bottle of whiskey here. That would have been nuts. But we have the level and the sugar rush as our actual options. The perfect level is going to be really hard to make use of. The sugar rush is not bad at all, though, especially if we're rigging cards, right? We've got a rigged heavy-handed. We could rig the chonk if we wanted to. That's not so bad. I think we'll take the sugar rush. And there's the elite. Also, we get a hold firm. Love this card. I think we can just keep being greedy here. And since this is a single target fight, I'm not going to bother with the greenstone chonk yet. Or am I? Nah, I really probably should. It seems to me very unlikely that we would find any other thing that we would rather greenstone than this chonk. So I'll go ahead and do that now, but I'll save the blackstones. I'll probably also be putting the bluestone in this hold firm. I like doing that. Bluestone hold firm. Okay, so we have full energy here. So we can just get chonkin'. And that covers all of our block, which means that we can do like a double complete circuit here. That is so much shock. No particular reason to target anyone over the other. We'll go after you, I guess. And look at the zeal as well. Okay, so the smite is actually barely not enough to kill you guys yet, interestingly, although if we batter first, then that will be fine. Oh, also we still actually have Sacred Light, but that's not enough either. Okay. So let's go batter and purge the thwart. We can take out either one of these two now, so we'll go for the one with less shock. And then there's no real point to killing this guy, right? Because it just spawns into one with full health. So instead, I'm just gonna play the Ghosted Batter, and I'll even hold the Paragon since it accounts for most of the block next turn. And it's free, although we have so many thwarts. I guess I don't need to keep it. Okay, see, this should be pretty good here, right? Yeah, 13 shock to these two and 9. That seems pretty strong. I think this card is worth keeping around. That was impactful. Okay. Plenty of cards in there, so we're not guaranteed to get bonk if we play this now. I'm just going to play it anyway, though. Rebuke is just barely not enough to kill you. Why don't we just use the spell here in that case, right? Because it's not quite enough, actually, that's why. For some reason I thought that was going to be more damage. Okay, here's the bonk. That'll really, really kill you. Unfortunately, the hand-me-down is not ready to go. So if we did, like, double galvanize, then the bonk would be free, but that costs 6, and we can only get up to 1, 2, 3 extra energy here, which puts us up to 5. We'll be gaining 2 zeal here. Playing this once gives us 3 zeal more, which gets us to 5 zeal, but we need to hit 7. Jesus, man. I don't think we can kill everyone here. I don't think it's possible. We just barely miss. Yeah. If we had 1 extra energy, we could play this, or if we had 2 more zeal, then we would have gained that extra energy, but oh well. At this point, we'll just cycle back around. Don't really care about the damage because we healed a full after the fight, or after the boss fight, that is. Now the bonk came back. Get bonked. Upgrade-wise here, I mean, Hold Firm is like a really crazy block card. It's also pretty much my only good card that actually says block on it. Because, like, you know, Chalk is good, but that's delay block. Battlecry is good, but those are debuffs. Everything else that actually says block has the number 5 on it, which is not very much. So I guess why not have a good Hold Firm? Interesting. We could have had the double carrying case. We could have had carrying case plus tool case. I guess there's still the chance we find a lost and found. If we want to think about that and take the carrying case here. The Apocalypse Trumpet. Honestly, it's probably not necessary. We're already hitting really high zeal values on a lot of our turns. This would nudge us a bit further, but I don't know if I really care. Especially since our zeal tree kind of sucks. Yeah, you know what? I am just going to take the carrying case, even disregarding the whole lost and found thing. This is probably just the best one here. Let's definitely put in the Hold Firm, though. I will still be a little greedy with these stones and everything. Gonna have a lot to think about after this card pack, though. Carrying case me. Okay, I wish he was attacking. The delay block gets wasted now. I could always hold it, I guess. We have a carrying case after all. So, you know what? Why not? Why not hold it? We'll just smite him for quite a bit here. And then now we chonk. Okay, but see, yeah, in a situation like this, the Forked Thrust is a lot less impressive. I could play Paragon because it gives overcharge, but since that also triggers the Spirit Flail, I'm breaking even. I guess I'll do it anyway. Soften him up a bit. Okay, we have not found the Stronk yet. We also don't have Heavy-Handed down. Let's Battle Cry you, huh? How about some weakness? Go down to 18. That's better. Galvanize gets me up to 7 zeal here. That seems worth. Oh, come on, man. Stronk in the bottom. It's like that sometimes. I guess we can do like double galvanize here with the hand-me-down. That's pretty strong. The heavy-handed is just too late at this point, so we will not bother. We'll get rid of all this tempo on a day's turn here, so that's nice. Okay, well. Guess we just kill him next turn, then. Right, this has got to be enough damage to kill next turn. Although I suppose I might as well rebuke him too, right? Not a bad fight. Not a bad fight at all. Have at you. I wouldn't mind to have at you. Although I'm not in love with it either. Wound is meh, it's okay. It's a heavy. I guess I could put it in instead of one of the galvanizes or something. I don't know. As is, all of our vulnerables just coming from the bonk. But we might, maybe eventually we'll end up with Touch of War. Okay, the long-awaited card pack is almost within reach. We will definitely chonk, and I think we want a Battle Cry as well. All the blocks accounted for. I could hold the Smite. Although that wastes my hand-me-down charge. No, let's hold the Paragon. Don't want to forget about our lovely carrying case. Okay, yeah, double galvanize is way better here. We'll just go after the leader. Get that nice redstone value. And the hold firm will give us the block we need. We've managed to stack up a surprising amount of overcharge sometimes, although we've yet to go above 5. Maybe I was overestimating how hard it would be to get overcharge. Alright, I think we want to kill this guy with paragons. I guess we could do this instead first, though. This will still reflect, so this is actually good to do now, because the hold firm blocks it all. Nothing coming up next turn. Just get rid of the tempo now. Okay, so does Rebuke get you yet? Oh, so close. So close. Could we 6, 7? Well, let's try this then, huh? How about this? Complete circuit. Forked thrust. Now it kills. And then we can go circuit, use the spell there. Okay, that should do it. Yeah, we've had a lot of extra energy. That's why I was saying that the extra max energy from the shifting winds actually matters a lot, whereas it normally kind of doesn't. Usually it's just like a nice bonus, but now I actually feel like it's almost as relevant, or maybe even more relevant than the other energy gaining effect. Power Walk is unfortunately kind of terrible. Yeah, the rage scaling for itself no longer works, so that's a huge hit against the Power Walk. Reroute is going to be a lot of free zeal. Again, I'm not really sure how much we need that. But it's not a bad card at all, especially if you can get it upgraded. Very cheap. I just wish I had a better Zeal tree. Great Lunge. 3 mana, deal 30 with +1 tempo. Does not compare very favorably in most cases against the Rebuke, right? It's 6 extra damage for +1 energy. And unless you're getting the Slay, that's not a good deal. The Slay is pretty good, but obviously Slay effects are bad against bosses, like the Void in particular. So, yeah, I don't think I really love either of these. But given the choice between the two, I suppose I would rather have Great Lunge hanging around as an option. So we'll roll Power Walk. Now we wait. What do you want me to do? You want me to now we wait my my bonk? Huh? What am I supposed to do with the now we wait? Okay, well, this card pack was not everything that I was hoping it would be, to put it bluntly. Pray for some more greed. We got a Cloudburst here, though, huh? That's pretty interesting. That is the heavy AoE card I was saying I wanted. Getting the rebound is hard, but, you know, it sort of already does that with Spirit Flail. So this may be workable. This is the first heavy card we have that does not become free when the hand-me-down is ready to go. Okay, well, normally at this point, with such an underwhelming pack, I would try to justify being greedier and waiting until floor 2 to look at stuff to put stones on. But we have Fog of War on. We don't get to see the map, so we're not going to know what we're looking at next floor anyway, so it's probably time to bite the bullet and start socketing some stones. So that means I'm going to go ahead and do my old favorite blue Hold Firm. I'm going to go ahead and do black Heavy-Handed. I'm going to put in a Shifting Winds, also with a black stone, I think. Cutting what? The last stupid batter? Sure. I mean, at this point, we don't even hardly have... It's just Fork Thrust and Complete Circuit that are actually applying the shock. This is weird, man. This is really weird. This purple stone... I really wish there was another multi-triggering card. I mean, any attack can be a multi-triggering card with Spirit Flail, right? But which one would I put it on? This one I think I will continue to wait on. There's got to be a better way to use that, even putting it on the Cloudburst potentially. Okay, so now on our opening turn we'll always have Chonk, double Shifting Winds. Look at that energy. Simply ridiculous. We can go for a big old double Galvanize here as well. Pretty good turn. Okay, now we can get our Heavy-Handeds down. Let's do double Galvanize again. And then I guess we'll just hold the Smite, and we have so much max energy now that we might just be able to kill him with the Smite. Not quite. It's not quite going to be enough. So in that case, we actually need to think about our block. Just play all of these, or I could try and get 5 of it with the Warding Maul. Very little in terms of real block coming up, so I guess we're just gonna play all the freaking thwarts. It's a little bit silly. And at that point, the Smite is probably not happening. We'll hold the Complete Circuit because we might as well, but I'm sure we'll just be purging this. There's just no downside as long as we have our carrying case, so... Yeah, 1 card left in the deck. Go for the Stronk. And this is as much block as we can generate. Is going to be double Paragon. And now the spell gets the rest of it. Could hit him with the Rebuke. No real need to do that. I'll just hold it. Yeah, see, like, we only have 4 overcharge, but the, all the way up to 12 max energy, courtesy of our Shifting Winds. So nice. Go ahead and bonk him. Yeah, I think we are gonna actually be able to hit Zeal 10 pretty often if we ever actually get a Zeal 10. But, like, Delay Rage 50, I mean, the route we've taken the deck at this point, I guess that's actually pretty decent. Because it doesn't apply to non-heavy attacks, but we actually don't have very many of them. We're not really engaging with the special parts of this coin all that much. We're kind of just abusing the free relics we were given. But what can I say? You know, my non-heavy attack options kind of not very good. It's literally just a bunch of batters, and we could have had a power walk. That's it. The vulnerable here is still like really big. Draw 1, discharge 1, meh. Random upgrade volatile, meh. Does the wound get slotted in? See, that's what I'm thinking about, right? It's like, if I take this Touch of War, I don't think I ever bother with the wound. If I don't take the Touch of War, that means that I could unlock a relevant 3, because this has already become useless, as it often does. So I'd be getting the Augment Armament, which does not really have any specific good use. It's just kind of an okay thing in general. But, like, this is not very valuable. This would be, like, alright. I guess I could see it being that we do Zeal 10 for now, and then maybe we do Touch of War later, and the wound hangs out with us until we get Touch of War. And then the next one would probably be Purifying Prayer. Yeah, but I mean, 20% Zeal 10 this early is kind of nuts. So I don't know. Is it silly though? We're hitting Zeal 5 so much more often. If I just do this, they're just always vulnerable forever, and I am too, but we haven't had any issues blocking. There's just that one random fight, and I think we'll be fine. I'm gonna do Touch of War. I think I've convinced myself that that's better. We got a redstone. No clue where that should go. It doesn't really slot into any of these things. Divine Shield says better to go 5. Yeah, I think it is the better play. Okay, let's go with... Should I do Cloudburst instead of Rebuke? I'm thinking about that. That kind of seems okay, honestly. Because I don't want to take out my AoE Shock Appliers, which means I have to take out one of my heavy hitters, and Rebuke doesn't give me Overcharge. The other ones all do, so I think Rebuke is the odd one out, which means Cloudburst goes in, and at that point, you know, what the hell, let's put a Purple Stone on it. We'll try to upgrade this thing too, so that it deals more damage and might get the rebound every now and then. And the Redstone will wait. Alright, Straw Disciples. I think you're about to have an unpleasant experience. Do I want to just Cloudburst immediately? Kind of. Seems good. I mean, look at the damage there. That was ridiculous. Probably hold firm for later. We can just go double Paragon here. Yeah, at this rate, it's like the bonk is way overkill. We have so much other damage. But that's good because it means that we don't rely on draw order RNG as much, right? You know, even with the green stone, sometimes the Stronk is just going to go way down to the bottom of the deck. And we're okay with that. Looks like another double Paragon here for block. Which means that actually we just win already. It was really easy. Holy shit. Oh yeah, by the way, remember when I was like, oh man, we've got 3 stacks of what comes around. We have yet to reshuffle our deck and then have like multiple turns after that. Every time we've reshuffled our deck, I think we've won on that same turn. So that's pretty ridiculous. The Spellstone is kind of interesting because we did just get Let's Pray, and Let's Pray does help us deal with the stupid Banes. It also does just dig us towards our bonk line. So that might just be the way to go. Booster back with a rare could be okay. Mostly looking for just good defense. I have so many freaking horrible thwarts. I did just socket a bunch of my stones. The cards are also more valuable than usual because who knows what we're gonna be able to find or what we'll miss on the coming floor. I think I will just go ahead and take the booster pack here. And I'll probably take the Soul Sieve as well just because it's so cheap. 350, like, that's hard to say no to. That's almost always a good deal. I will not buy a Black Void Stone, though, I think. We already have enough stuff going on here that we don't really need to, like, heavily commit with a Black Stone. So as nice as it would be if we randomly get, like, a Concentrate or something, I don't think it's necessary. Then again, though, we've already been to a card shop and a Disheveled Salesman. Maybe I should just buy the Black Stone. We are looking at a card pack, after all. Now, you know what? Screw it. We're gonna splurge. This is my Christmas present to the Tempest. Enjoy your Blackstone. Overload. Is that even good? Is that even good right now? I mean, like, we have a decent number of things that overcharge us, but, like, it's yet another setup card. We've already got several of them in the deck, right? The Blackstone Shifting Winds, the Blackstone Heavy-Handed. This takes a while to set up. We even have a reroute and another heavy-handed, both of which are like actual strong considerations behind them. And we are not actually overcharging nearly as much as we usually would, because our Zeal Tree has literally 0 overcharge in it. And we don't even have any relics that give us overcharge. We've got like 1 purple stone. I don't think this overload is actually very good right now, honestly. It's probably just not even necessary on top of all that to like, this just kind of pushes us further in the direction of what we're already doing. And we're already doing that thing very well. So I don't think we need this. Furious Assault also kind of stinks. Second Chance, I mean, it's heavy. Don't think I'm going to be using it anytime soon, though. Close In is pretty good. I did not mention that yet, but this is an actual good block card. We've been looking for those. But let's roll the rare. Devotion. That... Again, that same issue as Overload. It's yet another setup card, and exactly the same as Overload, and then it costs 2, which makes it even harder to get going. This one gives us extra Zeal, which, as I keep saying, our Zeal tree is not very good, and we're gaining lots of Zeal already. So this was kind of a big whiff of a pack, but, you know, I mean, I guess Close-In's fun. I will happily slot that into the deck. Okay, and you know what, actually I should probably do the same with the issue challenge, for being honest. A Jolt or a natural 20? Well, natural 20 is not very useful right now, and this way I get to look at these, the extra cluster of tiles down here instead of having to come up and around and then choose between going up this way and down this way. So yeah, no real other pathing decisions to make here, let's just dive in. Chest! Love to see those. And Pyramites. I think we can handle these guys no problem. Yeah, let's just hop in. Hang on to our favorite Paragon here. Yeah, I'm liking where this deck is going so far. Even though I feel like I've done a lot of complaining, all things considered, it's in a pretty good spot. Okay. How do we want to do this? I will say, having Touch of War on Zeal 5 is so much worse than having it on Zeal 3. It's still great, but, like, right now, for example, if I wanted to get the vulnerable on him before I did damage, it's actually quite cumbersome to do so. So... we're just not really going to bother. Yeah, we'll hang on to our issue challenge here. I'm telling you though, man, the extra max energy from the Shifting Winds feels great. I'm really pleased with this Blackstone Shifting Winds. Because, like, we're still maxing out our energy, you know? Imagine how much we'd be wasting if we didn't have these extra +2 max energy. Let's it's really inconvenient to actually play a block card here. The Battle Cry also actually massively reduces damage. So why don't we just do that? And we'll go ahead and do a double complete circuit while we're at it. Get a lot of shot going, and just to keep the perfect. Ah, is that a Cloud Burst with the Crystal Lake Hand-Me-Down active? Looks like it to me. Goodbye. Okay, yeah, so the complete circuit Cloud Burst combo is really nice now. I'm a big fan of that interaction, the AoE shock and then the AoE damage. That's by far the best use we're making of the actual coin right now. And let's go ahead and upgrade that Cloud Burst then, right? Probably a better upgrade than the complete circuit, just +3 shock. This gets +6 damage and a decreased discharge. Very good. Can I get another good block card? Yes I can. It's called Inner Oasis, and I happen to have a black stone hanging around for it. Well, you don't gotta tell me twice. I love Blackstone Inner Oasis, and we're gonna upgrade it immediately. This is like this is maybe my favorite thing to do in all of the game is Blackstone Inner Oasis. Divine Shield asking if Fork Thrust could be a candidate for removal. Absolutely. I have not played this card in a hot minute. The question right now is what would I pick it? What would I put in instead of it? And the answer is maybe a reroute, because I was mentioning earlier that it's difficult to get our Zeal 5 before we start dishing out our damage. Reroute helps with that a lot, because if we play literally anything, you know, we discharge any attack basically, we discharge with a Spirit Flail. So we've probably gotten at least 1 Zeal from the attack, and then we get 2 more from the reroute, puts us up to 3. Which means that at that point, you know, we can just like purge 2 thwarts, or we can play any of our more expensive block cards, or, you know, the Battle Cry, one of our Blackstone powers. So it could maybe be a reroute. I also would not mind just another heavy-handed, just like even more Zeal. Yeah, none of this other stuff is like really calling out to me. Let's see what cards we're getting here also. Ooh, Surprise Attack, another one of my favorite cards. Yeah, let's go ahead and color that one red, actually, believe it or not. I don't think I'm going to pick up the Surprise Attack. Seeing that this node is blank as well, yeah, we're probably going to be coming up and around, doing something like that. And this guy is an AoE fight, so... You know what, actually? Let's try the Second Chance, huh? Let's see what we can do with that. Second Chance is fun, especially when we're getting ghosted copies of it. Maybe this will be something neat. A little bit early here, Cloudburst. A little bit early for you, for being honest. I'll hold on to you because I can. But I'd appreciate it if you'd show up more on turn 3, usually, I think. Turn 2 or 3. I guess I don't really want the Battle Cry here. Okay. So, if I go up to 8... Play... This is a bit awkward. 3 plus 4 would be 7, and that's 2 triggers, so this is ready to go. I could go Cloudburst again, that's Second Chance. Okay, let's get rid of the issue challenge here, and I think the plan is going to be we go Galvanize, Cloudburst, and the Second Chance is not even necessary here. Okay, that was a little crazy. And look at this screen. Look how much crap we get. The Soul Sieve, the Fervor, the Upgrade, the Potion, just... massive list of stuff. Okay, do I upgrade the complete circuit at all, or is it not even worth it? I mean, it's only 3 shock. That is not that much. Especially in single target fights. It's pretty unimpressive. You know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna do reroute. It's gonna be a lot of zeal. And speaking of zeal, it's finally time to get some more zeal here. Zeal 10 is happening 25% of the time. I do think, though, that a lot of the time when it happens, we're winning on that turn. So it's questionable if the delay rage is actually all that good. Yeah, let's just start with a Zeal 7 upgrade for now. Get the draw 1, discard 1 there. That'll be good. Ooh, we found an elite. Gonna have to change that speculative pathing. Okay, yeah. You know what? Second chance. You were a funny idea, but I don't think it's happening. Sorry, bud. You can hang out in the backpack again with your old buddy Riposte. Yeah, let me tell you, the Sugar Rush has been great as well. We are making excellent use of the Sugar Rush. Really putting that thing to work. Okay, we got the Cloudburst complete circuit thing. Just got to play something into the Hex first. We'll use the one that does not have a purge effect. And if we do the double complete circuit here, we'll have 0 overcharge. A Cloudburst, that's 4 spent that way. Then we could get 1 overcharge here. I don't think it's happening. I don't think it's happening. So let's not complete circuit. Let's go Paragon, Paragon. Pitch the other one. And then now we can do a complete circuit. Cloudburst and hold the rebounded copy. Do it again next turn. That's what we wanted to do there. Being able to get back real copies of Cloudburst and then hold them for free with the carrying case is pretty nuts. You can go Battle Cry, reroute, you're a little bit late, as I think will often be the case for the time being. But that's fine. So this is going to be 6 more block. Let's go Stronk into Oasis. Get rid of, I don't know, one of the Galvanizes. And then we'll just, we'll go ahead and just purge everything here. Cloudburst doesn't kill, so it does have to be Bonk. Which actually only barely kills itself, but a kill is a kill. Okay, and this is, I think, the first time, like, ever we're actually going to have to potentially deal with these Banes. So we'll just hold firm this one away. Probably no need to go down the Bonk chain again, so let's just go, like... what the heck? This is so much damage. There's definitely no need, and we didn't have to deal with the Banes. The Banes have been 100% irrelevant. I would almost say that makes me consider like playing this more often in I-50, but it would really only be on like a couple specific starter decks. Like Tempest is usually fast enough, you know, but sometimes you go very cycle heavy on Tempest. It does happen. She doesn't have a lot of ways to draw and discard, but she can't draw a lot. She has stuff like Bolt. She has stuff like I cannot remember the name of it, but there's another card that draws her stuff. There's the Inner Oasis that we're using right now. This draws you a lot. Your Zeal Powers can draw you cards. Lots of ways to draw cards. So it could hurt you if you go for that kind of a deck. And obviously, like on Enlightened, it's backbreaking. I would never take it on Enlightened. On Hidden, it's like if you find the Banes at the same time as you find like a Bluestone Swift card, you're fine. Or if you have like Reload or whatever, you're fine. But if you don't line it up that way, then it could absolutely destroy you. Very infrequently can you know before you even go into a run that your deck will be that fast and not care about cycling. So I don't know. I still don't think I'm gonna do much what comes around. But the full 3 stacks is worth 5 instability, so, you know, that is a lot. Something to think about. always worth questioning your preconceived notions in this game. How long have I had this charged block? Have I just been ignoring this, or did I just pick that up? We should probably put that in the deck. As for our upgrade here, again, I'm really out of stuff that I'm enthused about. That happened a while ago. I feel like we've also just got really high upgrade density relative to how many cards we actually have, so I guess I'll go ahead and do the complete circuit. Why not? It's earned it. And we'll go ahead and put in the charged block. And the speculative path, we're going to say no thank you. I want relics. So what do we got here? Winged Circlet, pretty underwhelming. The Redeemer's Lash would normally be really cool. It's made worse by the fact that we have Touch of War. But, meh, I mean, it's still not completely useless. And then there's the Perpetual Motion Machine. Mostly, I think that's going to be upgrades. These are all fairly underwhelming, truth be told. None of these really do all that much for us. But ironically enough, I actually kind of think the Redeemer's Lash is the best one. Makes it easier to have vulnerable at the start of the turn instead of having to wait for Touch of War to go off. So, as silly as it may seem, we will take the Lash. Besides, it goes with the Spirit Flail, you know? They're brother and sister. Who could say no? Okay, so we really just want to get the Strong going here. We just want to get our buffs down. Not much else that's like super worth doing in the meanwhile. I mean, I guess we'll Cloudburst, right? Like, we might as well. True, another Bane. Well, the numbers line up a little too nicely here. I'll just save my energy. I mean, look how consistent the vulnerable is. The enemies are going to get 2 stacks of vulnerable from Lash plus Touch of War. If only that actually mattered against the Void, but no, 2 is not enough. Sadly. There's the Stronk. Reroute you can go. Same with you, Smite. And then we'll just play the Stronk. Get going with Inner Oases. Looking for the Bonk. Have not found it yet, but we'll get there. It's the last card in the deck. Here we actually whiffed on the Lash, but because it was active getting 2 stacks per turn earlier, she is still vulnerable now, so the Bonk does still deal. Well, I mean, the Bonk already applies vulnerable, but if this wasn't Bonk, right, like if this was Cloudburst or something, you can see that the Lash would still have actually mattered significantly, so. Don't know if we're going to be buying any of this stuff. Energy Tap's kind of nice, actually. It's always a little weird on Tempest because it does hurt your ability to generate Zeal. But, you know, with a deck as expensive as this, that's kind of hard to say no to, especially when you can double dip freebies, right? You go Energy Tap to play it for free, and then that sets up like a Crystal Light Hand-Me-Down to play something again for free. Coming back off like the Spirit Flail, right? Like that's a really powerful combo, and it's dirt cheap, 120 essence. Rigged Game is completely useless for us because all of our rigged cards expel. Refine, also not very useful because the Bonk line goes into the deck, not the discard pile. So yeah, we'll just take ourselves an Energy Tap here, get that equipped. And I probably don't want voids, and I've managed to get enough souls to afford stuff at the Soul Collector anyway, so I don't... Well, I don't know. The Soul Collector could be, like, here. You know, and then if we go this way, we can see it and go up there. We'll see, like, all of these nodes, right? And then if we go here, we'll see all of these nodes. Whereas if we avoid this and go down to make, like, this path, then, you know, that's a good path, but if the Soul Collector is right there, then we miss him. So is that possibility... Is it really worth doing that just for that possibility? Honestly, yes. Yes, it is. Okay, he's not there. Purefire Diadem. Do I want that? Not for a void, I don't think. We don't have to take it or leave it on, so I can at least get some souls. And here, again, it's a bit of an awkward decision, right? Like, if the Soul Collector is exactly here, and we go here, we miss him. If he's anywhere else, we're fine. And since now there's a relic on the line, if we choose to go up, it's probably worth it just to fight this elite here. And what do you know? There was a shrine, actually. Interesting. Okay. Bulge and Capacitor sounds pretty good, huh? We discharge very frequently between the Spirit Flail and, like, our Cloud Burst. I think that is going to be pretty good. The Paired Rapiers, eh. The Stone Sling, very eh. Just in case we'll do that. Yeah, I think we're going to dive in on this. As for what we're going to do with these stones, I don't know, man. We don't need them right now, so we can afford to wait. The reroute showed up nice and early this time, so that's pretty cool. Is it worth making him weak and slow? Probably not. The only real reason that was even a consideration is because it got us up to 7 Zeal. Found our Stronk nice and early. So let's go digging with our Inner Oasis. See if we can get to the bulk. Okay, not yet. Cloudburst still in there too, as well as the Heavy-Handed. The Smite right now is reasonably large, but I should probably hold it because there is a chance that we don't get either of these next turn. Right, we can draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm holding one for free anyway. Bonk probably kills. We can Spirit Flail for double bonk as well. If we just have the overcharge. Yeah, okay, so we should just try to make sure we have that overcharge then, huh? So let's just go for a double Galvanize play then. There we go. That's the play. Uh, 201, huh? That's pretty good. Yeah, Energy Tap also, since it does go all the way down to 0 instead of a flat reduction like the Crystal Lake Hand-Me-Down, does naturally benefit on those small handful of 4-costers that we have. So that's pretty good. At this point, there's literally no reason to go down to the Shrine. We would just be praying for greed, so just in case there's like good stuff up here. I don't think the Soul Collector can be here anymore. I'm pretty sure we missed him. Yeah. But potions are good too, you know, we don't really have hardly any to speak of. So I certainly don't mind picking up a Potion of Stealth, and we probably want a Potion of Strength as well, right? Having that in the belt versus the Void seems pretty good. We'd probably go Stealth Belt, Stealth Brew Rage Belt would be the way to go. I'm thinking we'll do that. And then we'll just take the extra fight going up here. Yes, we'll keep holding the stones. We might get a card draft or a card pack at the final well. It could happen, okay? You don't know that. It could happen. I will go ahead and Battle Cry here. Take him from 21 down to 10. That's pretty strong. Even though we don't hit 7 Zeal this time. Okay, got our Strunk. Could do a double Paragon play here. It's probably worth it, honestly, just for the overcharge, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. We drew the Cloudburst. Okay, things are different all of a sudden. Let's go ahead and Cloudburst. And then let's do another Cloudburst. Yeah, that seemed good. That Zeal 7 just randomly takes turns from, oh, you know, we'll set up a little bit to, it's time to deal like 400 damage. Just ridiculous. Bonk is still in there. Let's see if the Hold Firm gets it. It does! It's very expensive, though. Really, really expensive. And we won't be able to play the ghosted copy of it. Oh, the hand be down. I'm actually going to kill you here. And then we do get to play the ghosted copy. It's just barely enough here. I think you're not going to be able to make this happen on your own, Mr. Rune Priest. Oh yeah, we have 2 chonks because we played the bonk twice now. Can I just find my, like, actual damage cards? Nope, just Banes. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. He'll be dead soon anyway. Yeah, you're done. Okay, one quick second before we resume this run, guys. Be right back. Okay, we are back. We have yet another upgrade point that probably doesn't really matter. I guess I will put it on charged block, or Paragon. You know, no, let's do a Paragon. Final normal fight. It's these guys, the submerged. Yeah, no real changes to make here. Got the reroute early again. And I think this is the unupgraded Paragon. We actually did a decent amount of block next turn, but the Paragon is 10 of that, so I think we're fine to get rid of the hold firm here. And there's the Stronk. So the upgraded Paragon gets us all the block. We'll Stronk first. Use up a little bit of the shock here. How big of a smite is this? It's reasonably big. That's not bad. I'll do it. With the hand-me-down ready to go, spell on cooldown, or not on cooldown, I feel perfectly fine. All we need to do is find our Cloudburst, I think, and we're just done already. And we have the bonk as well for a good measure. So we'll go Cloudburst, spell, Cloudburst, and bonk. Whoops. And bonk. There we go. This is our last point of fervor. I suppose we might as well unlock a Zeal 10. I guess? 30% Zeal 10 rate, that's ridiculous. Sure, give me the delay rage. Maybe it'll matter one day. Kinda doubt it, but maybe. Very early Cloudburst. This is not actually particularly useful right now. Killing these guys isn't all that great. The Scarab for the taunt is annoying, but, you know, it's AoE, right? So if I save it for later, it'll be just as good then. It's the only thing that this taunt matters for is specifically if it manages to block a bonk turn. That seems unlikely. So we're probably gonna ignore that a little bit for now. We'll just leave the hand-me-down charged up. We'll just keep hanging on to our Cloudburst for a while here. This hand does not really do anything, does it? I guess we'll draw some cards. Got a reroute. Okay, sure. So the Stronk can go down, the reroute can go down. His taunt's gonna wear off, of course. The dazes are a little annoying too, I suppose. But, you know, it's not the end of the world. Might as well do this now. Oh, hey, what do you know? We got the bonk. In this case, I think we're just going to hold both the bonk and the Cloudburst. I have a lot of energy here. Like, I'm thinking about, like, playing the issue challenge for some delay rage. I think I can get away with it. I'm going to do it. About to see some very large numbers. We'll go Cloudburst, Energy Tap, Cloudburst, bonk. Very simple. Spell is Swarm, excuse me, is a really good spell. Spell is really good. Swarm is very good because it lets us duplicate bonk. And that's strong. Oh, what do we have here? The nip of drinking alcohol. Well, I like that. I will take it. We can get a Vault Blessing, Purge 2, or Purge Block 2 on every card is... it's alright. Is it better than the 12th time we suffer threat, apply Vulnerable 3 to everyone? I don't know. Those both are not very good, if we're being honest. These are both not very good. This is probably less useful than this, so yeah, I guess we'll take the Purge for block. I am indeed a huge fan of drawing cards, Divine Shield. It's a known fact. Might just be my favorite thing to do in any card game. Once again, we have almost 50 souls. Not quite as many as last time, but look at the damage. It's literally about half of his life. That's like a 45% hit right there before we've even gotten in. Insane. And it's fine to actually put these... it's time to actually put these stones somewhere. As for where they should go, I don't know. I guess I'll put a red on a Galvanize. And the yellow will just go on some random block. I'm not even playing block, like, ever. I'm just never playing block. It'll go on the Paragon, I guess. Why not, huh? This is, like, a lot of block now. And it's time to actually think about the blessings that we want. 40% damage on the Void Touched is actually pretty good. Makes the Cloudburst wipe him out real fast. Although cleansing the debuffs on her is bad. Rage every third turn sounds a little too volatile. I could wait. I have a carrying case, but I definitely won't always want to. Drawing cards when we kill a Void Touched. Turn 6 is probably too slow. I think we can handle the Queen. Queen of Ages here. We also have 2 Stealth Potions. And we're only actually fighting 2 Guardians for once here, so... If we want to Stealth versus the Void, that means we can Stealth versus one of these guys. So... It's probably Rage every third turn. So let's go Queen and Puppet Master. And let's go ahead and Stealth versus the Queen, because I'm a little bit worried about the Cleanse debuffs actions that they might take. And we will put Health in the belt, I guess. Okay. Real early Cloudburst. Too early, some might say. And by some, I mean me, because it's too early. But this turn's free, so no big deal. Oh, okay, yeah, that is something to think about. The Redeemer's Lash actually applies vulnerable to everyone, whereas Touch of War, Zeal 5, only applies vulnerable to the highest HP enemy. So the Caught effect is going to trigger, giving me poison. I was really hoping that we would have Stronk. I have a very small amount of card draw here to try and make it happen. Yeah. I mean, double Cloudburst. Actually, wait, is this a triple? No, this is not a triple. We're just barely short. No, yeah, we're short. We cannot do a triple Cloudburst here. Oh wait, no, the Bulging Capacitor. We can do a triple Cloudburst. Let's do that. After much consideration, I have decided to do triple Cloudburst. We'll energy tap this one. And then we'll just play the real one again. How's that for some damage? And then we can even galvanize you on top of it all. Get our nice 50% delay rage. And you know what? There's no minions here to get rid of your debuffs and stuff, so why not just battle cry you as well? We can attack for 9. 9 whole damage? You sure I can handle that? Okay. 2 cards left in the deck means that Stronk plus double Inner Oasis guarantees the bonk. And I would like the bonk. There it is. Got him. Glad I used the stealth potion there. Not because I'm worried I would have died or anything, but I might have taken some damage and definitely smooth things over a little bit. I'm not as worried about the Puppet Master. I can just freely, you know, stack up all the debuffs I want on this guy. But I might as well have a potion brewed up here anyway, I guess, right? Or is it just energy? I guess it's energy. Because I wanted stealth here and rage here versus the void. So these are the 2 leftovers. Alright. Very well, Puppet Master. I will put on Let's Pray, though, just in case. This dude can cause issues. Oh, also, I should probably... I was still on Energy Tap. I wasn't really thinking about it there. Swarm is probably better than Energy Tap, just almost all the time, because... usually I'm trying to use this to, like, play cards, and then I get them back, and then I play them again, whereas Swarm is just plays them again instantly. No nonsense. But we will use Let's Pray against this guy, so that we don't get caught with our pants down if we draw a handful of Banes. Not much going on here, though, I'll tell you what. Let's just get started with a Let's Pray early, though. I think it'll be off cooldown by the time I need it to be. And we can get some Galvanizes in for a little bit of overcharge generation. We're gonna have even more Banes as well than usual because what comes around. So we definitely want to get things rolling very quickly here. Very, very quickly. We only need one Paragon, so I guess we'll do another double Galvanize. Then we'll Paragon. Smite, not really needed. So the bonk is guaranteed next turn. I could do Issue Challenge here just to get the Rage. Honestly, it's not such a bad idea. It would also get me... Yeah, no, you know what? We're gonna do a little bit of a crazy play here. But we now have 200% Delay Rage. Divine Shield says, I think the entire second floor was perfect wins. Really? I'll have to check that. That'd be pretty wild. Okay, here's our bonk. How big is it? 284, and we can do that twice. That's not bad. Although the hand-me-down won't actually be ready immediately, so if I play that for 4, I have to go Purge, 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 play that for 4, and then I could play the Cloudburst for 1, but I'll be out of stuff. I guess that's fine. We have a health potion, if I remember to use it. And also, when we hit 7, we can draw and discard the Bane, so actually, I think we're very fine. Oh, and also, what am I even talking about? The hand-me-down is ready to go. It is very ready to go, not an issue. So we're gonna have we're gonna have 104 health against the Void. Hopefully, hopefully we're able to overcome that truly enormous setback. And we got a blue stone for the road. What am I gonna do with it? I don't know. I guess it can go on the complete circuit because it's an upgraded card. And it'll theoretically be useful against the Void Touched here. Brew up the stealth, belt up the rage, put the swarm on, and let's get cracking. So it's so weird seeing him with a triple-digit health number. Like, are you okay, buddy? What happened? Where'd your health go? It's a little early to do the Cloudburst stuff. If I played the double Paragon, that doesn't get me to 10. Don't really think that's worth it then. We'll save the energy. Okay, that was the free turn. Let's go for the... well, It's actually tough to say which one I want more here. Probably the Cloudburst. I'll go Cloudburst. Ditch, like you, I guess. Complete circuit. We don't really need that. Cloudburst. And then we'll just go ahead and Stronk. Yeah, reroute can come back around later. 150 delay rage. So at this point, the Cloudburst does just kill them all. So that's pretty good. Let's go ahead and do that. And I don't really need it anymore at this point. I just want to have the bonk. So we'll just thin our way down. And then we'll double bonk. Should I rage here even? Turns out it didn't matter, but just for the purposes of seeing a big number, because those are funny. GG. Nice and easy. Yeah, actually, how many non-perfect fights did we have? I think it was literally 2. Nope, it was 3. 1, 2, 3. I forgot that I took damage versus the infestation. Yeah. We didn't even really use the actual challenge coin effect all that much, to be honest, but this was kind of expected to be another easier coin. We got a nice, long win streak going. Look at that. A lot of wins in a row. A couple challenge coins, including, you know, these 3 were relatively easy challenge coins. Combo Maker, the Fair and Balance that we just did, and then the Heavy Metal. We literally never triggered the Frozen Sphere, even once. That's pretty funny. That is often the case for me. We had a chance to get both of the case relics. We passed the tool case. Divine Shield redeeming the pick the next class. Well,